This is for what I use for shaving my monobrow.
People think they've tuned into the wrong thing.
Oh yes, this is my makeup demo. This is oh shit, no, wrong, we're on the wrong one. This is our cooking demo. Makeup's later. Right, okay, we've got chicken pad thai this evening. This is our last week of cooking demos. I've actually really enjoyed it. It's been cool. I've enjoyed the training, but actually this side is the bit that's been most enjoyable. Getting kind of my love back for cooking, because I don't normally have the time. It's normally too late by the time I get home. Kids are normally on their way to bed. So yeah, it's been really cool. I'm hoping that you guys have enjoyed it. We were recapping the other day actually on some of the ones that we've done, and there's just been so many. Lots of people have mentioned the risotto. I particularly liked the monkfish. That was really good. There's been loads, isn't there? The jambalaya I really enjoyed.
They're all on the DB Fitness page if you want to revisit any of them. And you might do the odd one or two, mightn't you?
I might do the odd one or two, just every now and then. I'll just chuck them in. Right, so anyway, enough of that. So we're going to do tonight, we're going to do the chicken pad thai this evening. We've got lots of bits with Thai flavours and Indian flavours. If you're trying to go quite authentic, yes, I am using one sachet. All right. That's just to kind of really just bulk up the sauce a little bit, just kind of really give it that authentic taste. I've used this one from Passage Foods. I find they're really good. Like I said before, if you're doing Indian, if you're doing Moroccan, if you're doing Thai, if you've got the time and the inclination and all the ingredients, by all means make up your own pastes and whatnot. But sometimes it's so much stuff to have, and it doesn't all keep for that long. And unless you're cooking it regularly, you are kind of, I think, better off just getting some of these things. However, when I did look at it, the other bits that I'm going to add into my pad thai sauce, so my own kind of bits, I'm using soy sauce, fish sauce, I'm using rice wine vinegar, I'm using palm sugar, lime. All those things are basically what make up this one. Yeah, so I've had a little look just a minute ago on the back, and the only thing that's extra really is cornstarch, which just is a thickener. So like corn flour, that will thicken it up. Sugar, which is the palm sugar, soy sauce, fish sauce. Anchovies, that's one thing that I haven't got here. They've obviously used an anchovy paste and tamarind. So that's only two things out of all of them, the things that they've got on the back of here that I haven't got. So yeah, anyway, you can buy pad thai paste right off, but we're going to try and make it kind of as authentic as possible. Tomorrow night we've got soy and honey cod, and then the night after, the last one, so our last cooking demo, I've got a guest coming around. We're going to do some prize giving, and we're going to do some Lebanese, which I've not done before, so I've had to kind of do a little bit of research on that one. Of all the places that we have travelled, Lebanon isn't one of them. So yeah, we're going to do some tabulas, do some lamb koftas. It's quite a mix actually between kind of Turkish, Greek. It's all that kind of influence, right? So yeah, cool. Right, let's get going. Oil into our pan. Let's get that warmed up. We're going to chop our chicken nice and small tonight. And I've got this Tupperware pot here because I'm going to put the chicken to one side once it's kind of whitened off all the way around. I'm not fussed if it's not completely cooked all the way through, because that will be returned to the heat. Alright, so chicken first. I've got 3 breasts. All we are going to do is take any of the kind of not so good looking bits off it. Cool, so quite small. So I'm looking at kind of that size, right? So there's another noodle dish or another Thai dish that you should be kind of able to eat with 1 fork. Yeah, so you're not kind of using a knife and fork cutting through it. It's kind of 1 fork. Really, really very popular Thai dish. I mean, I think Hannah made a joke earlier on, but a couple of times that we've been into Thailand, I think there was one trip where I had pad thai every single day.
I think you and Scott both did.
Yeah. I think we did. Yeah, so lunchtime in particular, evenings I would tend to go for something else, but lunchtimes would normally be chicken satay and pad thai. Obviously along with a couple of bottles of Singer. Okay. Who have we got with us then, Hans?
Lots of people, actually. Yeah, Anna Page, Neil Madiver, Christian, Siobhan Ward, Mandy Toes, Bernice Wilford, Ben May, Herbie Stupple.
Herbie Stupple, Plymouth Albion, how are you doing, mate?
Lee Cooch, of course. Hello, Lee.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I think that's it for a minute.
Cool.
Oh, Donna Kurzweil.
Plymouth Albion then, mate, when they're looking at going back, will that be next year now? Let us know. And I hear you've got a new strength and conditioning coach. Congratulations to James Bish. That's pretty cool. Hopefully we can do something with you guys, if you have any influence over it, with our food delivery company Prep. We'd love to start, kind of helping you out, delivering you some food. It's all macro counted for you boys, so that would be quite cool if we can do something, a little collaboration. As soon as I've finished chopping my chicken, I've got the chicken in the pan, I'm going to give my knife a quick wipe. Talking to Christian, I've got a little parcel come through, and I'm going to open it whilst I'm on camera. A little present come through from one of our viewers and my mate. Right, so I'm going to turn that temperature down a little bit. That was on a 10. I'm going to turn that down to about an 8. Right, and let's just get that chicken cooked off. In you go. I've been watching White Lines, so I thought I'd dress as Boxer tonight and go all black. Just need to work on the beard, obviously.
Let's hope Katie Riggs and Pip aren't watching. I think they've got a bit of I think they've got a bit of a Boxer obsession.
Right, here we go then. Let's have a look, see what I've got in here. Well, it says the 18 plus, age 18 plus on the top of it, so, and it looks a bit bottle shaped. So a little loop, what trick? Oh, that's very, very nicely done.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh, I'll look at that in a minute. Look at this, look, very fancy. To my godfather, looking forward to the end of lockdown where we can hopefully have some adventures that involve beer gardens. Love from Monty. Thank you very much, Monty. Let's see if Monty's got good taste. Oh, I reckon there's a bit of pulled pin, because I just felt the pin at the top.
Oh my God, you've been going on and on about that.
So this is a guy I believe to be, someone might correct me, but this is a guy I believe to be from 29 Commando, so a former Army Commando who's been producing some spiced rum up in North Devon.
Wow, so, Christian, you know him so well.
Christian, I'll be enjoying one of those this evening, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers, buddy. And cheers, Monty, obviously. Right, let's move that chicken around. Let's make sure it's whitened off. That's what my Tupperware pot's for. Okay, just whilst that's whitening off, then what we'll start doing, prepping everything else. This, my friends, is a salamander, which, as Tony...
Larry's watching you.
Oh, and Larry. both of which have, Larry will know, and Tony pointed out that I may have liberated from the military when I was in. Now, this is a nice bit of equipment. However, I'm aware that most people won't have one of those, so a traditional grater will be absolutely fine. Right, so use the big side for your carrot, grate your carrot. However, I'm going to use my fancy little bit of liberated kit. So what I'm going to do is hit my carrot in half, pop that one in there, and we're just going to go for it. What's it? Okay, that's going to give you some lovely grated carrot. Oh,
it's such a pain to wash, guys. But Dean doesn't need to worry about that bit.
It just always ends up back in the cupboard. I don't know how it happens. It's like the washing. Always ends up in a pile in the bed. I just can't get my head around it. However, the washing fairy is a little bit shit because whenever I put 2 socks in, I only ever get one back. Okay, let's go with the other bit of carrot then. A nice roasted carrot. And this is how you will get it served. There you go. All that look. So that, there you go, done.
Perfect. Christian says the smile says it all. Thank you, guys. Larry says nothing wrong with borrowing from a previous employer. And he's also asking if we do takeaway. He's so hungry.
Not yet, Larry. Not yet. Not in the evenings, anyway.
Melissa Leonard says, I'm so glad I've already prepped. Laughing face.
Do you know what? I did say grated carrot, didn't I? But I thought I'd demonstrate. Right, Melissa Leonard, you will also notice then that I put on spring onions or green onions. Right, unfortunately, I couldn't get hold of any. So, as you know, I like to use things up. So I've got a little bit of red onion that I needed to use up, and I've got a little bit of baby corn that I need to use up. So, if you are following along live, Get your green onions now, or your spring onions, it's the same thing. Let's chop those up now. So with your green onions, spring onions, what you're going to do is just along the sides, pieces about that big. Okay, all I'm going to do with these is go down straight down through the middle, and then down through the middle again. Okay, so little pieces like so. Voila! Nice.
Smalley's watching.
Let's get on, Smalley. Everyone that's watching, it'd be really cool if you could all tune in on Thursday, actually. For everyone that has been tuning in, if you could tune in on Thursday, that would be really cool, because I've got a guest coming over. Smalley might recognise him. Not 100%. Larry might recognise him. So that's giving it away a little bit. It's a little bit of a military twist there. But it'd be really cool if you could tune in, because that'll be our last one, and I am going to do a little bit of prize giving on that Thursday session. Right, so what we've got here? We've got some carrot, we've got some corn. We're going to go with our red pepper now, guys. So just take the lid of the pepper off, take the head of it off. Then all I'm going to do then is pop the green stalk out, then take that out from the middle. So just pull that out. There we go. We have a hollow red pepper.
Smalley says, Will McLaren and I say hi. You are looking essence, as always.
Thank you, Will.
Oh, God.
And Smalley, obviously. Everyone's making my night tonight. Got rum coming through, getting compliments.
Coochie says he's going to miss us next week.
Oh, man. Hang on, Coochie. You don't have to miss us. You can still tune in and watch the training. If you don't want to watch it live, or not don't want to watch it live, if you can't watch it live, you can always tune in later on. What I want to know from Will and Smalley is, are they cooking along? Cook along, cook along. Cool, guys. So I'm just going really nice thin slices on that pepper. Talking about Will and Smalley, I've got to get back in touch with Kat, because he's been asking me about going out for a bike ride. He's got a bike in tow now, and he wants to get out and do some cycling. I had Mr. Baz Gray round here today, who is cracking on with another challenge on Sunday, doing a 80 miler around Dartmoor. So Dartmoor Loop he's going to do 3 times. He's going to start at 2 o'clock in the morning. Another little charity event, so we're going to pop out, deliver Baz some food, some shakes and bars, stuff like that, keep him going. And we spoke about another little challenge potentially for next year, which will be interesting. Right, I've got that little bit of half green onion, guys. So if you haven't got that in your recipe list, it's only because I've just gone through my fridge. You all know by now, for those of you that have been watching regularly, that I hate wasting food. So I'm just literally digging little bits out that need to be used up.
Yes, Ruthie, you're quite right.
What's that?
I can see Dean's head growing.
Who said that?
Ruth.
Ruth? Can't get much bigger, Ruth, can it? Jesus. I used to be a 58 beret, now I'm a 60, I think. It's got a cow head. Right, last thing I'm going to chop up is my garlic. So just use the heel of the knife, guys, pop it, take the root off the end. Just get rid of that outer skin. Come on. Lovely. Good, get rid of that. Let's go with the other one. Pop the heel, take the skin off. Okay, I'm just going to go nice little slices on that. That there is almost ready, that chicken, so we're just going to pop that chicken out to the side in a minute. So nice little slices on the garlic. Flip it over when you start to lose the balance of it so you don't cut your fingers. It's always handy. Okay, and the other one then, nice again, little thin slices. Just use your nails, guys, so guide the knife with your nails.
What do you think of the bracelets, Ruth? It's getting worse than Natalie Escrig.
I'm queuing them up. I heard it's called stacking.
I don't think it's for boys.
Is it not? Oh. Guys, anyone? Can anyone help me out here? Is it for boys or not? Right. Let's go chicken in. Okay, so we can use that same fluid liquid that we've got in there. Let's get that heat back up to a 10. We want to try and keep as much of the goodness in these vegetables as possible. So the veg is going in there, so breaking up my carrot. bit of red onion, bit of red pepper, and I've gone with today with a little bit of baby corn because I had it to use up. So in my bowl here, I've got some bean sprouts, which I've drained. They've come from a can. You can get them fresh, guys. I just don't find they keep for very long at all. So they have come from a can. However, if you have the fresh ones, they don't need to go in yet though. Bean sprouts don't take very long to cook at all. A lot of water in bean sprouts. I'm going to need a little bit more oil there. My chicken has absorbed a lot of my oil, so a little bit more coconut oil, or whichever oil you're using.
Smalley's gone for ankle bracelets.
Ankle bracelets?
There is no way you're going to get a bracelet around your ankle, Smalley.
Do you know what? I've seen that the other day on something. I thought it looked quite nice. With an ankle bracelet, I can see that. Yeah.
Oh
nice.
my
Smalley,
God.
send me a picture, let me have a look, mate.
Oh dear.
A little bit of carrot. That's 3-second rule. It's in. Right. So that's just cooking off nicely. Right, let's start massaging our lime. Lovely. So all these bracelets tell a story, actually, haven't they? Not impressed. Right, so just frying off that carrot, red onion, red pepper, baby corn. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do next then, bean sprouts in. Put that in. Just mix those through, make sure they break up. You need to get your fingers in there to break them up a little bit. Sometimes they stick together like noodles. Okay, you're going to want a little whisk in a minute. Right, if you've got a metal whisk, you could do your eggs separate, like in a bowl like this, or in a little jug. I've got a silicone whisk, so I'm just going to do mine within the wok. Right, so as soon as I feel like all this is cooked off quite nicely, I'm going to make a little well in the middle. I'm going to crack my eggs and I'm going to whisk them into my vegetable mixture. Then I'm going to make up my little sauce in the bowl that will then be vacant because the eggs will not be in it anymore. And then I'm going to add my chicken back into the dish, start getting my noodles through it. I reckon we're looking at about past. I do try to do these in about half an hour. Some of them go a little bit longer. That was probably one of the funniest ones. After doing a chicken pie, chicken and chorizo pie, which lots of people enjoyed, I had a message from my dad saying, "Call yourself a chef, you're only buying frozen pastry." I did try to explain to him that I didn't think anyone would want to sit on a live kind of feed and watch me make pastry before they're making the pie and then wait for it to bake in the oven. Right, so that's going to make that well in there in a second. So we rub that out. The extra lime there is just for garnishing in a minute. So in fact, a couple of these bits here are for garnishing. We've got the nuts are for garnishing, the chilli flakes are for garnishing, the coriander is for garnishing, and the lime wedges. I'm also going to use the fresh chilli on mine to garnish because I like it hot. Okay, this we are going to use in a minute then for making our little sauce up. That's going to give us all our flavour. Okay, let's have a little clean up and then we'll come back to that.
Do you want to have a little clean up and a little recap? Because I think we got carried away talking about bracelets.
Alright, no worries. So, what I've done so far is cooked off 3 chicken breasts, nice and small pieces, so only about so. Okay, we've cooked that chicken breast off, we've set that to one side. We've then grated a large carrot, we've chopped up 1 pepper, we've gone with, normally you go with a little bit of green or spring onion, it is the same green. I've gone with a little bit of baby corn because I couldn't get a hold of any. And then I've got a little bit of garlic about to go in now. Okay, and then we are going to make up our sauce. I think that is everything we have done to date. So basically all our vegetables are in. Okay, we're going to mix this garlic through. Okay, what we're going to go for after the garlic then. So once we can start smelling that garlic, once it smells quite nice and fragrant, I'm losing bits tonight, aren't I? I'm going to make a little well in the middle with my 3 eggs, and then I'm going to whisk them in. And the most important thing that anyone might have missed is my present from Christian and my godson Monty. Pull the pin, spiced rum. That is pretty awesome.
Looks really cool, doesn't
It
it?
does look really cool. Just trying to see if it's a genuine grenade pin or not. Might be. Right. Okay, going to make a well in the middle. Okay, so have a look in here close now, hands. So we're going to make a nice well in the middle of the vegetables. So we're going to push all that out to the sides. Okay, so what we're going to do next is our eggs in. 1, 2. Don't matter if you crack your or lose your yolk, guys. You go back to whisk that up in a second anyway. So get my whisk. Okay, I'm going to whisk that up in. So it's very much like scrambled egg. And let that do its thing. Okay, next thing over here then, let's come back over to this spot. We're going to go with 2 teaspoons of palm sugar. If you haven't got palm sugar, you could use soft brown sugar. Go with soft brown sugar rather than, granulated sugar. Okay, next thing we're going to go, tablespoon. Where's my tablespoon? I had that ready. I've used it for the oil. Okay, 2 tablespoons of white rice vinegar. White. I wanted to say white wine rice vinegar. Let's give that another whisk. Yeah, see, it's just starting to go there, look. Okay, then we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of soy. Dark, light, doesn't really matter, guys. Once you've got all these flavours in, you're not going to know. Someone's not going to turn around and go, oh, you've used dark soy sauce now, haven't you? They wouldn't know. And if they say they do, talking ass. Okay, fish sauce. 1. Good technique, don't I? Good. 2. Lovely. And what else we got? Lime. Make sure you don't let that egg catch. Okay, so have a look back in their hands. Nice, eggs got nice and scrambled. Okay, we're going to go chicken back in. Let's get that mixing through now then. So mix all that egg, chicken, vegetables, work that all through. So any of that chicken that wasn't previously cooked, you will complete the cooking process now. What was I about to do? I was about to do the lime. Let's get the lime into that one. So really give it a nice hard squeeze. So just to add, we've got people watching in Newcastle, people watching in Cornwall, people watching in Devon, people watching in London. Anyone else from further afield tonight?
I don't think so.
No, we have had people in Thailand, Scotland. If there's anyone further afield than London and Newcastle, let us know.
Paul's not on tonight,
Paul's
so
not on tonight?
no.
Okay. Right, so that's come up nice. Okay, all those flavours in, I'm just going to mix that. Okay, that sugar's still a little bit crusty at the bottom, you can hear it. Right, however, if we give that a nice good stir around in here in a minute, the heat will help that melt. So pouring that mixture in, beautiful, and get all that sugar at the bottom, lovely. It just gives it a nice sweetness.
Neil Madiver seems to have put the Canadian flag.
Neil Madiver's in Canada.
Is he?
Yes.
Ah.
Former Cornish Bay.
There you go then.
There you go then. There's what
You definitely win.
He wins tonight.
The furthest away.
He wins tonight, yeah. Lovely. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is that sachet. God, got to work on those arms a bit more, haven't I?
Weak.
That's all this glute work we've been doing. And they're still weak. Oh my God. Right, anyway, that'll do. Get that in. See how it's a little bit thicker than what I've just made? That's the cornstarch. So I'll just give it a nice consistency. So I've only gone with one of those. And let's go for it. Let's get our noodles in there now. We're going to mix the noodles through. What are you doing here?
Tidying up for you.
Tidying up here?
Moving all the bits you don't need.
Right, where's the fish sauce? I need the fish sauce.
You don't.
Okay, noodles. So I've gone with cooked rice noodles, guys. If you have noodles that aren't cooked, rice noodles, they only need to be plunged and held in water. You don't really need to cook them like you do egg noodles, alright? So let's just mix these up. Let's break those up. See how fine they are? Beautiful. The other thing they tend to use in pad thai is udon noodles, which are a little bit thicker. Right, but I've gone with rice noodles tonight. It's personal preference, really. All the different pad thais I've had, which probably. How many do you reckon I've had?
At least.
Do you reckon I've had more pad thai or more Samsung?
Oh. More Samsung.
More Samsung?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably going to go about half the second pot, guys. They are 300 a pot. Yeah, 300 grams a pot. just going to see how that looks first. If I need a bit more, I'll go with a bit more. I'm feeding 4 of us tonight. Well, and Brody, that's 5, I suppose. Okay, so just gently now. I was making a bit of a mess this minute ago, but I don't want to be losing all my noodles. So you're really trying to mix the noodles and the vegetables and the chicken. Just really start working that through. Oh yeah. In a minute, once I've mixed it all in, I'll start using my noodle fork there, or Olivia's hairbrush, as it's also known when Hannah's away. She can do her own hair now, but when she couldn't, and I could never find a hairbrush, that's what her hair used to be done with. Ponytail with a hoover, perfect. I am going to go with the rest of that pack, guys.
Yeah.
I've actually wilted it down quite a lot there, so let's go with the rest of that one. Let's get those in, break those up. Yeah, sometimes they kind of congeal at the bottom, so make sure you get your fingers in there, break it all up. Any questions? Because we're about to come to the presentation point where I'm going to start putting all my garnish on. Anything you want to know, guys?
No questions.
No questions?
It's quite a straightforward one, really, isn't it? The only unusual...
But yeah.
Yeah, lots of different components, and then the egg, doing the egg in the middle is probably a bit unusual for a lot of people, isn't it?
You can do the egg on top. Some people will make a separate omelette, okay, and then they'll do strips of omelette on top. Similar to the nasi goreng, we serve the nasi goreng with a fried egg on top. Some people do their egg into it, scrambled. Some people omelette and chop it up.
Hel says one of my all-time faves.
Yeah, me too, House. Me too. So I've got a nice deep grey dish. Okay, I'm going to let that just really get the flavours moving around in there. Okay, I'm going to pop a couple of these things away. Just going to let that bubble away there for a second. Going to clean this up. We're going to chop up our coriander. We are going to chop up our wedges of onion, and then we will serve that. Brody, come and take the table, please, mate.
Oh, Jane's saying she missed what was in the pouch. I think that was your...
Aye, Jane.
That was your sauce.
So all I did there, James, I made up my own sauce, but I just added to it with a little bit of a pad thai sauce, or you can also use a paste. Right, like I was saying, guys, if you want to go completely from scratch, you can. That will just add that little bit more authentic flavour. Because what I was saying at the start, when I looked through the ingredients list on the back of the pouch, it only actually had tamarind and cornstarch. That was different to what I've actually used.
Just to thicken it.
Just to thicken it up a little bit, yeah. Otherwise, it can be quite a watery one. Although, as we said before, Thai dishes do tend to be like that. They're not like Indian dishes. They're not as kind of thick and creamy.
They tend to use a spoon, don't they? Like a small spoon, and it's.
We've got one of those in the cupboard.
We have. It's a bit.
Who is ringing?
Don't know.
Okay, so coriander. Who's ringing? Don't they know I'm live on TV? Casey Ryback here. Right, coriander. And I'm also going to go lime. I'm going to go that way. So I'm going to do some wedges of lime. Come on, mate. Let's get this table laid, please. Okay, so just little quarter wedges of lime, guys. That will do my 4. Okay, and then I'm going to go just a little bit of chilli for me. Do you want some chilli tonight, boy? You being wuss, or you being good bed brave tonight?
Yes, please.
Chilli, yeah? Oh, good lad. Nice work. These are the hottest chillies in the world. You right with that?
No.
Oh.
The hottest chilies in the world are the ghost peppers.
That's the ones I've got. Go on,
Oh, look at that. Paul Van Daal's just tuned
there
in.
we go. So, Neil, you've just been picked because I believe Thailand is further away than Canada. Neil's out. Get off. Right, Paul. Here we go. Hopefully, we've done your nation, your adopted nation favourite dish. Some sort of service or some sort of justice. That's the word I'm looking for. Right. Okay. Let's go there. Lovely. Make sure you get a nice bit of mixture of everything, nice bit of egg, nice bit of chicken, nice bit of the vegetables, so I'm going to search for a little bit more veg there. Okay, so, you know, I've only gone with the carrot and the corn and that tonight, guys. You could do green beans in there. You could do all sorts of vegetables. Runner beans, carrot, broccoli. There's no end to what you could add into that if you wanted to. Right, let's go with a nice wedge of lime. Let's go with some coriander.
So Young's just tuned in.
Get on, Youngie. Is he in Dubai?
Don't know.
Oh, what's your crushed nuts there? Okay, so a nice bit of crushed nuts over the top of that. Maybe a little bit too much there. And I'm going to go with some fresh chilli on mine. I'm also just going to finish that with a little bit of chilli flakes. You'll often get these on the side. They come in a little dish. And that is my pad thai, which I am going to absolutely smash along with one of those with Coke and ice. Thank you very much, guys. See you tomorrow evening. Cod, really, really quick and simple one tomorrow night, guys. So don't be late tuning in. We'll start at 6, and I reckon we'll be done by 1:15. It's a low carb, high protein cod dish, and then we're going to go probably for an extended final show on Thursday, because we're going to be doing a Lebanese, which has got lots of different things. We're going to be doing tzatziki, we're going to be doing hummus, we're going to be doing koftas, some flatbreads, and we're going to be doing some tabbouleh. All right.
And we've also got prize giving.
And we've got prize giving, and we've got some honey roasted corn. I'm hoping if the weather holds off, I'm going to be kind of doing it between here and the barbecue there, because we're going to be doing a lot of it on the side there, because we have a guest come in, and officially, you know, the whole social distancing thing, we should be outside. Right.
Just before you sign off, Paul says it looks stunning.
Thank you very much, Paul. One more thing, guys, I will stop gobbling off. My sister-in-law and her daughter did a charity event over the weekend. They did 30 of our HIIT sessions back to back over the 2 days. So they did 15 sessions on Saturday, they had a little bit of sleep, and they completed another 15 sessions on Sunday. They will not close the Just Giving page until tomorrow, and then where we will do a final count up. They're just short of £1,500 at the minute. The Just Giving link is on my DB Fitness and on page, so this page here, if you would like to make a final little donation, we're going to count up tomorrow, and then we're going to be doing some cooking and delivering food next week.
That would be amazing, because my sister hasn't been able to walk since.
From Casey right back, over and out.
Bye.